I know. I'm gone.
Good morning and welcome to the Berks County Board of Commissioners meeting on May the 2nd. We will call the meeting to order at 10 a.m. Bless you. Okay, before we get started, we will observe a moment of silence followed by the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I will ask my executive assistant, Barbara Lopez, to read the public comment notice.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Okay, thank you very much, Barbara. Before we get started, I'd like to welcome Commissioner Lineback back in person. First meeting since his surgery. We're glad he's here to be back. Just to let everyone know, he asked me to run the meeting today as the vice chair because when we had to prepare the agenda and the documents, he was not sure if he would be here in person or not. But we're glad that he was able to join us. And actually, I see him walking around pretty fast out there. So that means that things are going well. So glad to have you back.
Thank you.
We'll start out with a presentation from Peter T. Edelman from Stevens and Lee. And he will be, he's today here serving as bond counsel for Old Main, Inc. with a proposed issuance by Maxatawny Township Municipal Authority of one or more series of tax-exempt and taxable revenue bonds. So welcome.
Thank you, commissioners. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. And again, thank you for putting this on your agenda this morning. As noted, I am here on behalf of Old Main LLC. They operate a center for permanency on the campus of Lutheran Home at Topton and are affiliated with the Diacon organizations that own and operate the Lutheran Home at Topton. They issued tax-exempt obligations in 2017 through the Maxatawny Township Municipal Authority to finance construction improvements to their facilities on the campus in Topton. And they are now going through a restructuring process, which requires action by the authority and also requires the conducting of a public hearing to provide opportunities for members of the public to comment and question about the proposed project. That hearing was conducted by the authority in April. Since this is Commissioner Santoni's first time that I'm before the board, just as way of background, whenever tax-exempt obligations are issued for the benefit of a charitable organization, we're first required to hold that public hearing, and then the municipal entities that created the authority and in which the project's located must approve the project before obligations can be issued on a tax-exempt basis. So we're going to the Board of Supervisors of the Township of Maxatawny in a couple days for their approval. Since the project's located here in the county, that's why we're here in front of the Board of Commissioners today. The facilities are not located in the Township of Maxatawny. They're located in the borough of Topton. Again, somewhat of a technical requirement of the Internal Revenue Code. We've been here many times in the past, but just wanted to give you that little bit of background. The key thing,
If I can touch on that,
go
what
ahead.
the essence is, the IRS wants to make sure that this is for the good of the community. If it would, for some reason, be some off the wall, albeit charitable issue in a rare case, and it hasn't happened since I've been here, the body may say, no, we don't want anything to do with that. There's no financial obligation by the county whatsoever. And it's simply saying, yes, Diacon, Topton Lutheran Service, Topton Home, they have been a great value in the community for many, many years. And you are right. I was thinking the same thing. This is the first one we've had since you've been a commissioner. So
Thank you.
just clarify that now versus normally I say that at the end so that the public understands that we're not taking on debt or liability or risk. That this is simply saying, yeah, this is a good organization. They do good work for the community.
That's exactly right. The resolution technically calls it a finding that it benefits the health, safety, and welfare of the community.
Mhm.
And clearly, in this case, Old Main provides child welfare services, and they're doing a great job for the people of the county. So in addition to that finding, the commissioners are also approving the authorization of the issuance of the obligations on behalf of Old Main.
Okay, any questions for Peter? Okay.
I will make a motion to, and we normally do this separately.
Mhm.
That's why it's broken in. I will make a motion to approve item 142.2024A.
And I will second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on this item? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. And opposed, the motion passes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item is the approval of minutes. Are there any changes or additions to the minutes of the April 25th, 2024 meeting? If none, the minutes stand as presented. Next item is the public comment on the,
Executive sessions?
yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay.
Do you have any public comments on agenda items, either in person or online? None? Okay. Moving along, executive sessions. We had various executive sessions. There are 5 since the last meeting. On Tuesday, April the 30th, we had a personnel meeting. Yesterday, Wednesday, May 1st, we had 3 sessions. 2 were personnel and 1 was personnel and contract negotiations. And this morning we had 1 which was personnel. Agenda items. Item number 1, budget. Adopt a resolution authorizing the 2023 budget transfers in the amount of $858,615. 2023 appropriations in the amount of $21,729. 2024 budget transfers in the amount of $63,143, and 2024 appropriations in the amount of $16,774 per listing dated April 26th of 2024. Under Commissioners, we have 4 items. Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing execution of the grant application to the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime Delinquency on behalf of the Berks County Adult Probation Department for the County Intermediate Punishment Treatment Program for fiscal year 24-25 in the total amount of $403,128 shared among COCA, TASC, and Adult Probation. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing Mitchell Darcourt Treasurer to execute the Truist Bank Commitment Letter restructuring the banking and treasury pricing and fee for a 24-month period beginning July 1, 2024 and ending June 30th of 2026. Item C, adopt a resolution rescinding the County of Berks grant funding awarded to Olivet Boys and Girls Club grantee in the amount of $475,400 due to a change in timing of their project, and further authorizing Kevin S. Barnhart, Chief Operations Officer, to execute the rescission letter terminating the grant funding agreement. And item D, adopt a resolution authorizing approval of the Parks and Recreation Phase 2 of their master plan for Antietam Lake and Angora Fruit Farm. Item number 2, motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated April 29th of 2024. In the contract agenda, there are 22 items in total. There's 1 for the Area Agency on Aging, 1 for CareerLink, 11 for Children and Youth Services, 2 for Children and Youth Services and Juvenile Probation, 2 for the Commissioners, 1 for Information Systems, 1 for Juvenile Probation, 2 for Mental Health Developmental Disabilities, and 1 for Purchasing. Item number 3 is a motion to authorize execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending May 2 of 2024. And item number 4 is a motion to authorize payroll disbursements dated May 7 of 2024.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second that motion.
Are there any comments or discussions on the agenda? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. None opposed. The agenda passes. Moving on to the reports of the treasurer and the controller. Okay, we have here, the treasurer is not here, but we do have someone from his office. Linda Weaver. We have you from the treasurer's office. So Linda.
Good morning. We have an opening balance of $253,728,471.56. We have a balance to clear of $2,948,930.59, leaving us with a balance of $250,779,540.97.
Thank you very much, Linda.
Yep.
Next is the report by our controller, Mr. Joe Ruderow.
Thank you, Commissioners. For the week ending 5/2/2024, we have a total accounts payable of $10,808,681.17. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next item, report of the Chief Operations Officer.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Good morning, everyone. We have a really uplifting announcement to make from our Chief Human Resource Officer. Last week, as you all well know, was Take Your Daughters and Sons to Work Day. We had an outstanding turnout, the best ever, with 86 kids and their parents. And a special shout out to Heather Straub and Wendy Pennington. They put countless hours into this to put this together. It's always like a lot of other things, like getting ready for Christmas or getting ready for your birthday, all the pre-planning that goes into a day like that. They put an awful lot of effort into it, and we want to recognize them for their outstanding service in the HR department. Heather Straub and Wendy Pennington.
Right. Thank you.
That's what we have. Thank
you to both of them for putting this together. Actually, I think we ought to do it more often. There was a full house here, standing room only. Today, actually, I don't have any guests here apart from the staff. So maybe we ought to do that a little more often. We'll have a full house here at the commissioners meeting.
We'll circle back with Heather and Wendy and see if you want to do it.
Okay, moving along to the commissioners' comments. We'll start with Commissioner Leinbach.
Just a couple quick items. It is good to be back. I don't know that I'm not back full time yet, but I'm back for our commissioners meetings and appreciate the great work that everyone has continued to do in my absence, and appreciate your leading of the commissioners meetings, Commissioner Rivera. Just two items. This Saturday, I am participating in two different events. The one is the annual Berks County Conservation District seedling sale, and this is taking place over at the Ag Center, out just near the parking lot. There are a lot of things that are going to be happening. There's a dedication of the swag bus which is an education bus that the district has put together that will travel throughout the county to provide environmental education, not just to children, but to adults as well. But possibly, in my opinion, more importantly, we will be dedicating the annual Berks County Conservation District seedling sale to Mark Wolfskill. Mark Wolfskill was on the district board for many, many years. I don't know the exact, but it's somewhere in the vicinity of 25 or 30 years. He was part of the board when I joined in 2008 and passed away earlier this year. Very passionate. And so going forward, this will be the Mark Wolfskill annual seedling sale. I will be speaking along with some others in support of that event. The other, and I'm going to share my screen very quickly, is an event taking place over in Robizonia. This is the Patriots Day for the Patriotic Order of the Sons of America, Chapter 113. I encourage you to come out 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They have a Civil War reenactment and camp, food trucks. They'll be firing a cannon on every hour. Just a number of different groups there to play music, some speakers, just a great event. I try to go out to this every year. Again, it's this Friday, May the 4th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Robizonia Furnace, 26 West Freeman Street in Robizonia, Pennsylvania. Commissioner Rivera, that's all that I have.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Santoni?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have some very brief items. On Monday, May 6th, I believe the commissioners, I'll be there, are attending the Bethel Tulpehocken Library grand opening. That's at 11 a.m. And that also happens to be the place, the Bethel Tulpehocken Library, of our next town hall meeting, which is on May the 14th at 6:30. So a lot of activity there. On Monday, May 13th, the PA Career Link Berks County is having their spring 2024 job fair. That's from 1 to 5 at the Doubletree. That's the only two items I have. And my final comment is to welcome back Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Lineback. It's good to see you, and we hope that your rehabilitation is going well. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Santoni. So I just have a few items. I won't repeat what I had here, what was already discussed, but just the swag bus, that is the Soil, Water, and Agricultural Education bus. And it's a bus that it's outfitted with hands-on displays and program materials that build awareness about conserving and valuing our precious natural resources. The swag bus will provide quality hands-on conservation education programs for schools, local organizations, and special events. So if you have a chance, drop by on Saturday to see it. There will be allowing tours of it if you go there. One other item as well, I also want to congratulate the Conrad Weiser Middle School and Reading Bakery Systems and Exeter Township Junior High School and Phytogenics. They will be moving on to the PA statewide awards. They're nominees for the PA statewide awards in the What's So Cool About Manufacturing contest. They won part of the Berks and Schuylkill Awards, and now they are moving ahead to the state awards as nominees. So good luck and best wishes to both of them. And one last item, this Saturday from 12 to 6 p.m. is the Taco Fest in downtown Reading. So if you're in downtown Reading, drop by the 500 and 600 blocks of Penn Street to enjoy the Taco Fest. And my last item, I will not be here next Thursday, May the 9th, as I will be attending CCAP Day at the Capitol. I'll be there with the DA's Association and sheriffs talking about the importance of mental health and also youth detention funding. And that's all I have. Row officers, do we have any comments from the row officers?
Just a question on the seedling sale. Where's the best place for people to get that information? Is that on the website? Or?
Berks County Conservation District website. These are all pre-orders. So let me just give you the right address for their website. The Conservation District website is berkscd.com. So you can go there. There are a handful of trees and other items that may be available for sale, but 95% is pre-order.
Pre-order.
Yep.
And when's the deadline for that? The pre or that?
Probably several weeks ago.
Okay, so it's not like people can go on now and
No, but you can go to the event, see the swag swag bus, and also find out what is available to purchase. There'll be a number of items still there.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Any public comment online or in person? None?
No.
Okay. There is nothing else. I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
The meeting is adjourned.